You ready? You ready, Kelly? Can you see us?
I can.
Whoop.
Welcome to Finishing the Locker. Kind of.
I am right now, as we chat, converting mustard to ketchup. What I'm doing is wiring the switch. So right up here, can you see what I'm doing here? My point?
I can see you're pointing.
Okay. So right up here is the light that will shine into this room. And so what I'm doing is wiring the switch. Will just be a little toggle switch that'll live in this hole and be like tick, 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 tick. But the way you do it is you have the wiring coming from the power source, and then you take this cord, which is the DC negative, and then you run the positive down to the switch and then run it back up and then solder it into this guy. Rather than wasting the yellow cable that is in this sheath, I just colored the tip red, and I will label it red positive. Should be a nice, tight, clean installation. I do have to solder while in this cabinet though. I'll show you. Just let me shoot it with my gun.
Your heat gun?
My heat gun. So I split this sheath. I'm gonna put a piece of tape
Are
on
you
it.
bleeding?
That's the marker. I was marking the.
God, it looks like you sliced yourself.
I split this down. You can see this tiny little cut in here to maintain the sheathing.
Let's see that cut.
Right there. And then I was able to scooch everything back up. So that's why at this end, the red wire is sticking way out and the yellow wire is clear back here. Luckily I gave myself plenty of space. So now the next step is to solder these two in place. Here we go. You ready? You ready, Kelly?
What am I doing?
Watching, waiting, anticipating. It's not quite hot enough yet, I don't think. Nope. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. I need to get a bead on here. No. Ooh. I know it's close to. That's the one thing I'm worried about. I'm just trying to get a bead at the same time, not burning my face off.
You just look like you're frozen.
The real question is, will it work? For today's experiment, we're just going to do the smart thing and hotwire them. Now theoretically, I should be able to go to the one marked closet.
And
Closet.
sweet.
Cool. Now we have a closet light.
Cool.
We'll soon have a switch. Put some ring terminals on these and then call it good. I should let you do this.
Why?
You've become quite the electrical expert.
Hello, and welcome back to Kelly's Electrical Corner. Today, we will be installing these red night lights. We're going to make this easier for ourselves by installing a couple butt connectors. Butt connectors are not ABYC compliant, but what the hell? Let's just do it anyway. They're not going to burn anything down. It's just an LED light, just a harmless little LED light. Plus, you have to be practical. And you can't just be putting terminal blocks everywhere. Okay. I twist all the braids together.
To make it slide on easier.
Slide on easier.
Yeah.
There. Watch these steady surgeon hands. Okay. Success. Dexterity is not with me right now.
We'll pretend this is your hand. Are you gonna do it?
I can do this.
Prove it.
Get out of my light. Okay.
I gotta squeeze it hard.
Nice and tight.
That's what you're looking for.
That's what we shoot for here on Sailing Adrift.
There's the black, which should be yellow.
Why should it be yellow?
Because, Kelly, AC on a boat is typically white, blue, and black in the United States. So if you have black and red as your DC, things can get confusing. But if black and yellow are on your DC, then you always know what you're dealing with. And you don't shock the poo out of yourself.
These are nice and tight. Now we're ready to drill some holes.
Where are we gonna put them, Kelly?
We're gonna put one underneath the vanity and the other one somewhere on this wall. We have yet to be determined. These lights are for walking. These lights will guide you in the night when you have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, see?
Or you just have to move around the boat.
Right here is the switch for them. That will turn them on, indicated by a red on. This will turn them off. So I say, what do you say to centering it along the top of this so we get maximum illumination around this area? Does that work for you?
That works for me.
That looks great, but you're gonna have to find out where to put it. How are you gonna do that?
With a tape measure. Oh, look at that.
What's half of 16, Kelly?
Hey, it's a match!
It's getting dark out. Because Chris procrastinated all day.
He went to the grocery store for us. That was nice.
Yeah, because I didn't want to come out here for some reason.
There.
You did it! So, now you need to drill. I recommend using a drill.
This one by DeWalt.
Yes, where's your big one? Where's your big drill bit? The old 5/16. Remember that 5/16 is going to give you a bit of a kick.
Oh.
Got it.
Is it working?
Oh. Now, twist it good.
It works.
Okay, see how the top of that has that little rounded nubbin right above the wires?
Yeah.
That's going to be where the top of your hole will live. So you want to make sure that you're coming down that much.
Ready?
Yes.
We're rolling.
Mm-hmm. Like it.
Do we know what's on the other side?
Yes, the engine room, but I'm afraid that that won't give us enough room. Why don't you bring it down a little bit further? And go.
And take two.
Keep going. Whoa, bro. Whoa, bro.
It's in. Okay.
Here. Mark it. This is your pilot hole for your screw. Whoa, Turbo, that's plenty.
Okay.
You made it through the outer skin, which is good.
Do we have a screw?
See if that'll fit in there.
Check
Yep.
it out.
Yep.
We'll feed this through the hole now that we've created. It's slightly larger than we needed, but that's okay. And then I'm going to get my screw started.
What an interesting technique. Whoa! Look at that. It says it's pretty damn good. All right, let's install the next one.
And this will be the location for our second light. Right here underneath the vanity. We're gonna measure this out first. So we need a tape measure. We got 24 inches.
Wow, it's like I built it.
Let's go 12. Oh, you make it so easy for me. I can't see it.
Told ya.
This is so romantic. We're so close right now.
One at a time.
I'm trying. One. I got the black one in. Now the red one's in.
Mark it. Go ahead. Do what you gotta do. Okay. Look at that. That's lovely.
The whole thing's friggin'.
We're gonna leave it as is.
Now it's time to route our wiring.
There you are. Now drill.
I can't see because it's so bright.
Good. So pull the wire out of there. And then carefully, so as not to cut the two wires in here, snip down the middle to like cut right between them. Now you grab the two wires. You can peel that back a little bit, as much as you need to. And then you muscle them apart so you get about 2 inches of exposed yellow and red, ketchup and mustard. That's probably good right there. Good. There you go.
Thanks. Cool.
Here it is. This is the moment of truth. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Keep going. Good? Use the edge. There you go. Give it a tug. Good. Now what's the next step, Kelly? Do you know?
The heat gun.
That's right. Stop moving.
I'm trying to get a good angle.
Now time to install the drip loop.
That sounds like success.
Right there. Maybe.
But I trust you. Here's an angle. Look up. Now do it while looking up.
Oh, you're funny.
Am I funny?
You're so funny, Mr. Funny Man.
Don't push hard. God, you don't listen. You just want a different screw?
No. Just be patient with me.
It's
I'm
hard.
So patient with you.
It's hard.
It is hard to be patient.
How are you patient with me? I'm
Oh my
fast
god.
at stuff.
You were like,
I'm the fastest.
you know how many
I am
hours
like-
spend just freezing my butt off watching you do things?
Yeah, but I'm doing it quickly and efficiently. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks really good. Oh yeah. I can't actually see it, but I'm gonna look at this video and then look at the video. Well, I know because you did it that it's gonna work flawlessly. But let's just show everybody else
Yeah,
how good
let's-
you are electrical.
Prove my skills. We're gonna test our work. Are you ready?
Yes, wait, not yet.
Okay. It's working.
There it is. This will really make a difference when you go into the bathroom at night.
Yeah,
Actually, it's a lot brighter in person than it is on film. Not that I ever doubted you, Kelly, but you've done it.
Thanks.
Well done.
Well, that about does it for this episode. Thanks for watching Kelly's Electrical Corner. See you next time!
And back to finishing up the locker. Kind of.
Today, I am still in the aft cabin, specifically the locker area behind me. I am prepping it today for paint and primer, and hopefully gonna roll that on soon. It should look real nice. We ended up adding a few goodies to the locker, including a shoe cubby and some lights and a closet rod and a shelf. So this small space is actually packed with a bunch of really useful things.
Does it look gorgeous? It is ugly. On its way to being gorgeous.
Okay, here comes the gorgeous.
Hey look guys, the locker is officially painted! We like to paint things at least 2 or 3 times. Mostly because we end up bumping into stuff and scuffing it along the way, or we change our mind about paint colors. In this case, a little bit of both.
Let's go see what Chris has been up to.
What is this contraption? More clamps. Let's see what it is. Well, there's epoxy, I know that much. It's all stuck together. All right, you got any guesses as to what this might be? Well, if you guess a shoe rack, then you would have been right. And I don't believe you, because who would guess shoe rack? This will live in the aft locker and just be a quick cubby to store more long-term shoes. You know, like running shoes or hiking shoes or things like that. Gotta sand this down, get it ready, figure out where to cut it off on this line to go with the contour of the boat, and then put it in place. We definitely want it to be removable, so we'll just install it with some screws and cleats and permanently install the cleats, screw it into them, and it should live down here and give us spots to put all of our shoes without getting away the clothes above.
Now that we're all painted and wired up,
First thing we're going to do is install this light switch and test it. Here's the light switch. This one's not going in a box though. It's just going to live behind the wall in a little soffit. Can you have a soffit if it's like vertical instead of like on the ceiling?
It's called a furred wall, but yeah.
This one is going to live in here with the hydraulic steering. And would you hand me that drill? Now that you've painted in here, one side is done. Now the more difficult one, the one that comes up from the bottom. Nope. Good. And this faceplate, feed it through this hole. Put this back on, so you know which is off and on, because you know how difficult that is. Okay, let's test it.
Yay!
Also, this is so satisfying. All right, well that job's done. That was pretty quick and easy. Shall we next install the shoe rack?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. This is our furring wall cover. Is that right, Kelly?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's what they call it on a boat?
I don't know about boat, but house, it is a furred wall.
When we get in here, I need you to hand that to me.
Okay.
And then I'll drill pilot holes in strategic locations. Thanks.
Time for the shoe rack. I think it's up here.
Would you grab it?
Oh, grab it. One prefab shoe rack.
Prefab?
Yeah.
That's custom. No prefab company would put their name on this piece. Okay, level.
Level.
This is not going to be perfect level.
How's it look?
It's all over the place.
Oh.
I'm just going to drill into these cleats that I installed earlier. These are designed to be able to be removed. Otherwise I would like put thickened epoxy as a gluing agent. But if we ever need to get back into here where the hydraulic lines are, I want to be able to take these out.
That's just smart.
You can't see it, but it's 0.4. It's embarrassing.
I need my shoes to be perfectly level, Christopher.
Everybody does, Kelly. There, one installed shoe rack.
You want to level it again?
You can't level it now, we don't care.
No, you just...
It's installed.
Okay.
Screw it.
Screw it.
So what do we have left in here?
We have the window cover plate thing.
Cover plate thing.
How many screws do we need?
Underside.
Do you have the screws for that?
That's the one with a little hot weld with the paint in there.
What does that mean?
You ready?
Ready.
This doesn't leave a whole lot of room. Tucked in the corner though, that's weird. It must have been like this before. We didn't put any of these walls in. See, there's a big gap over there, and over there it's narrow. All
We
right.
didn't do that. It wasn't us.
No, we just have to live with it. 1, 2, 3.
Last one.
Last one. Boom. There's one installed thing.
What is the official name for this? Because I keep just calling it a window cover. But
Like a red frame.
Frame!
It's like a...
No, good one. I like that.
Yeah.
Well, that does it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Tune in, like, and subscribe.
Hey you, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw and you want to keep following along, become a subscriber. Just hit that subscribe button below.
I'm excited to see this.
Because a stripper is a whole different thing, right?
I mean, stripper is a woman that gets money
No, there's wire
for being
strippers.
on a stage,
There's
and
wire
there's a
strippers.
pole,
Yeah.
and she dances.
If you get the terms right, then I will learn them correctly.
Oh. We also got to track down the shower rod holder. It's not shower rod, curtain rod holder.
Closet rod.
Somehow. Closet rod. Yeah, that thing. I'm trying to make it stay up tight. Yeah, that stays up there. Okay. We should do this during the day next time.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you remember which one it is?